What's up guys, Captain Present here, just bringing you another wee tip vid. This time we're going to be playing Rocktropia Policeman. I'll show you where to get your police badge and police radio, and a little bit of what's involved in being a Rocktropia policeman. So first up, we are basically right outside the City of Dreams teleporter. There it is, right over there alongside Club Never Die. And if you cross the river and you come across this little stall here, you'll have two mission givers. Now Mobile Mike is the one who you need to speak to if your mobile stops working, and Sergeant Baker is the one who will give you the initial missions to get you the badge and the radio, and he will also point you in the direction where you should be patrolling. So he's telling me the Mulholland Loop. That's because of these soul shakers he wants me to kill and the stereo jackers. Those are both police calls, 1066, 1125. Now I've only found out that so far this 1125 is a daily, and it will trigger every time you approach this stall. It will send you out to kill 20 soul shakers, and I'll show you where those guys are. Also the stereo jackers. Now we side note on the stereo jackers, doing a bit of a double cross, because I've also got to kill 400 stereo jackers to find some safe number. So it's a bit of a double benefit. Old Lieutenant Funk here, pretty sure he leads on to the zombie missions. May not be remembering correctly, but I've done his mission. I don't think he has anything for me. Yeah, he wants you to do the zombie missions. So we'll just go for a little mission, and we'll show you where the soul shakers and the stereo jackers live. And there's another police officer, Shramsky. Pretty sure he has to do with this line also. But there's another wee benefit I'll show you to this here, because not many people know of it, but Rocktropia does have sweating circles, and I will show you where they are. I'll just get past these guys. Oh no, there's a soul shaker, so we'll get rid of him. Now an important thing to note with these police missions is you may not kill any police officers. I'm fairly sure that's how you break your mobile phone and have to go back and get it repaired through Mobile Mike. And so yeah, when you're doing these missions, avoid killing any police officers whatsoever. And another little tidbit for these mobs, anything with pink here, be it a hater or a forum troll, will have substantially higher HP than usual. See, we can kill him, he'll take like 2 shots. But then this hater probably take, yeah, see there we go, he's going to take a good 10 or so. I was just doing that for the sake of example. But it will also lead into the sweating, because anything with pink here holds a large amount of sweat. And so right now we're just patrolling, looking for stereo jackers and soul shakers. And doing it unarmored, because these guys don't really hurt unless you get completely swamped. Oh, why are you hurt? Okay, that's interesting. Someone recently has hurt him. Now when you run into this, whoever does greater than 50% damage to a mob will get the loot. So I'm probably going to annoy someone. They probably got killed by him. See, pink here, higher health. So this means I can get a kill for less ammo and get the loot. Yeah, we've got another soul shaker. They'll usually take 2. What do we got? Ah, pyro. Oh well. Thought I saw a stereo jacker. There he is. Is that another one? Yep. So yeah, we'll do this to keep the cops happy, but also to find the first 3 numbers to the safe. I'm not certain where this quest starts, sorry. I'll leave that for a future vid. I'll let you do some research and let you know where I found it. And so we're just scanning for soul shakers and stereo jackers right now. Soul shakers are very, very aggressive, so they will aggro you from a long way away, so quite often they'll find you. And so far I haven't really found anything special that drops off them. There's no real high markup loot, so it's more for the rewards that you would get. You get Rocktropia Gold Coins for it. Here's another soul shaker. So we'll shake his soul. So yeah, it's a daily you can do. They only want 20 to kill, and they are very easy to kill. Here's another one. Oh, of course they drop weed. Any stereo jackers? Nope. Oh, see, there we go. Soul shakers usually find you. And yeah, Mulholland boys have the same model, but they'll take a lot more hits. And I haven't found a mission for the Mulholland boys, but they're also very aggressive. So what are we at? 11 to 20. There's a couple of stereo jackers. So we'll teach them not to steal stereos and also to try and get these safe numbers. I think that's a Mulholland boy, yeah. And we're still using our Electro Attack Chip 3, it's only 14.3 DPS, so you don't need much of a weapon for this. Now that gives us a good opportunity. See that person there? They'll be sweating that hater, because haters have a lot of sweat. Now, so we'll just watch this person for a moment. Oh, angry gangsters, there we go. Now she's going to be running off down to there. So we'll just follow along. And I'll show you where the Rocktropia sweat circles usually live. So right, there we go. We've got somebody here. I don't usually sweat often, but when there's a circle going, may as well. And the location we are at is directly west of the hills. Just follow this road down, that I showed you. And this is usually where the sweat circles will happen. I'm not sure why there's two people solo sweating, but it is what it is. And the reason this location is so favoured is because the pink-haired haters and the pink-haired forum trolls have a lot of sweat. And right there is a turret, where as soon as this guy's tapped out of sweat, for those that don't know, every mob has a finite amount of sweat that it can give. And once he's given up all his sweat, you just run him over to the turret, kill him off, and go and find another pinky. And quite often you'll usually find at least 3 or 4 people, so I think it's just a quiet day of the morning. And sweating's fairly good because it gives you evade skill. It's the primary reason that I do it. Got to get that evade skill up, because it's quite a long drawn out affair making a good amount of PED from sweat. Doesn't sell for much, and it's incredibly slow to gather. Yeah, so there we go, that one's realised that hey, I should join in with these guys. Now, I'm currently aggroed, so he's kind of hurting my concentration. I'm not a fantastic sweater, and my evade's alright, but not brilliant. We're proficient in evade, 2661. And competent, level 17. So you do have to have a fair amount of evade if you're trying to solo sweat these, or you can just join in a circle and spread the aggro a bit. And also there's a little mechanic where the more people that are sweating a mob, the more sweat that the mob gives. So that there's really not much of a drawback to sweat circles. It's highly advised to do it unarmoured, because the durability cost of the armour will outweigh what you're getting from the sweat. And so I think we'll just tap these guys out and then we'll get back to our police work. Now this here activity is practically the only activity you can do for no outlay. Costs you no ammo, no armour. Well, no armour if you're doing it unarmoured. But this is virtually the only thing you can do without a PED outlay. So when you first start the game, this is it, unless you're depositing. You get your first few evade skills and whatnot through sweating, and a little bit of income from the sweat, because sweat is used by crafters for a variety of recipes, but mainly for Mind Force. The recipe for Mind Force ammo is sweat and Force Nexus. Force Nexus is a mineable end matter, and sweat is just what we're getting off these guys here. Use your VSE Mark 1. So there we go, we got more joining in. More the merrier. And you can spend ages doing this sort of thing, because we'll tap this out and some enterprising individual will go aggro another pink here and bring him back. Tap him out of sweat, execute him on the turret, rinse, repeat. Oh, he's back on me. That's alright. It's fairly random who he aggroes. If he's on you, whatever. Maybe he's not, cool. So there we go, he switched aggro, so he won't be breaking my concentration anymore. Yeah, he definitely must have been a fresh one, this guy. So I'll just stay here for a wee bit and I'll just sort of demonstrate just how much sweat these heaters contain. Because they must have only just pulled them. Ah, lovely. Nothing like a nice sweat circle. It's good when you're starting, and it's good when you need evade points. And also it's good when you're waiting for high markup auctions to sell. So like dovetailing with my previous video that showed you a few high markup items to be hunting for. Whack them up on the auction house, and while you're waiting for them to sell you can do something that doesn't require any pet outlay. Do a bit of sweat circling or other sort of low pet outlay things until your high markup loot comes back in and you can go back and do something worthwhile. So as you can see, I'm very low sweat gatherer. Haven't done much of it at all. But as said earlier, if you're a new player that isn't depositing, this is practically your only option to get into the game. Sweat itself, so usually sold in 1,000 vial stacks, and you'll usually get in anywhere from 1.2 to 1.5 ped per 1,000, depending on whether you're selling to a bulk seller or a whole bunch of other factors. But generally the upper limit is 1.5 per k, and I wouldn't recommend selling for anything less than 1.2 per k. And so we've got 629 there. Every successful sweat will give you between 1 and 4 vials. And there you go, you know you've got a successful sweat when your gun starts heating up that little cloud. Until then you'll just get beeps saying that you've failed, and it'll keep beeping until that starts smoking. See, there we go, that was a successful, probably 2 misses, then a success. And because he's not aggroed on me, he doesn't have any opportunity to break the concentration. Oh, back on me, so my concentration's getting hammered. Got enough evade where I can sometimes take aggro and get a successful sweat off. But I'm fairly sure you need a fair few more levels to make it more reliable on these guys. Now once he is tapped out, it's the responsibility of whoever's got him aggroed to take him over to the turret. Because a lot of people will sort of AFK sweat, so sometimes you get some funny moments where somebody's sitting there sweating a mob that doesn't have any sweat left because they're alt tabbed out or watching a movie on another screen or something. But I usually find this sort of thing best to do when you've got a podcast or something to listen to in the background, because it is not very interesting at all, and it's only really worthwhile in these little circles, because then you're spreading the aggro between everyone. So there we go, you can acquire no more sweat. So now we need to get this guy executed. Now I don't have aggro, so I'll go grab the next target for them, seeing as they haven't noticed yet. It'll give me an opportunity to grab another soul shaker. And we just want to look for someone with pink hair. Can't see any pinkies. Oh, there's one. Two in fact. Oh no. Pretty sure he'll work. So we'll just aggro him with our sweat machine. There we go, he's aggroed. And then we'll just run him back to our circle. See, they haven't noticed yet that he doesn't have any sweat left. Unless they're still getting sweat, I'm not sure, but... I was certainly getting no more sweat from him, so... Here's the next one for them. As soon as aggro passes, I'll get back to being a police officer. Yeah, it doesn't go so well when I'm the sole target. I'm not sure why they're still sweating that hater. Because I'm fairly sure once one person's tapped out, everyone's tapped out. But I may be wrong, or they may be AFK. I should have checked my sweat number before we started, but it's definitely than just solo sweating random mobs. These pink-haired guys, they hold a lot of sweat. And so that's the main reason why this... There we go. That guy was probably solo sweating him. Now doesn't have any left, so he executes him on the turret. And then back to find another pinky. So yeah, even solo we're still getting some successes. Get the occasional concentration loss though, but it just proves the benefit of the sweat circles. Not sure why they're still going. There we go. He's aggroed onto them, so they'll soon notice. Maybe. It must make them realise by now that there's no sweat left in that guy. Unless each person has a maximum they can get themselves. No, there we go. I think they finally noticed that, hey, this one's tapped out. And then they'll probably switch to the one that I've got. Maybe? Or does she want to go off and find her own one? Odd. They must be going out looking for a hater. Because the haters are a wee bit better than the forum trolls. Just because I think they hold a bit more sweat than the forum trolls do. The haters. It's because they have substantially more hit points. These guys are definitely AFK. As soon as these guys aren't joining in, we'll just execute this one. Because I'll at least finish off this Soul Shaker one for you and show you what the reward is. No, we don't need to fly. Should be Soul Shakers fairly nearby. See, there's one. Yeah, just shoot them once to pull them, because you don't want to walk into that big mess and then the second shot executes them. So what we got? 3 more. Excellent, that works out well. Yeah, this is where the solo sweaters will usually go. They'll pull them off to the side there. So that person obviously wants left alone. Oh, stereo jacker. We'll let him know that his criminal no goods is being no goods. And also because we're a little bit of a dirty cop. And we're also trying to get safe numbers off them. But don't worry, we're only dirty if we kill a cop. Because remember, as I mentioned earlier, while you're doing these police calls, you cannot kill any policemen whatsoever. So you'll find beat cops, pissed off cops, all sorts of cops around these places. And yeah, just leave them alone when you're doing these police missions. And the soul shakers continue all around this road, so I'll just fly over this little node. There's no stereo jackers or... oh no, there's one. It's the last one we need, in fact. Where'd you go, buddy? There you go. So yeah, they have a very small amount of hit points. There we go. You have resolved the situation with excellent police work. Radio dispatch, let them know everything's code 4. So we do that, we get a bit of police speak, continue patrol, and gives us Rocktropia Gold Coins, which are used for a variety of things. Like a funk ton according to the info. It's worth virtually no ped. And that's 20 of them. And I think they sell, they sort of sell, not really. The only mission I have found that takes Rocktropia Gold Coins is this wishing well. I think it wants 50 of them, but from videos I've seen, it's either a broken mission or one that has had its reward removed, or it's one that someone hasn't figured out the reward for. So it's a bit of an enigma. I'll give you guys a vid in the coming future to show you where the wishing well is, but for the meantime I'm not planning on throwing any coins into it. Because from the videos I've seen, there's just no reward. And we'll just see if there's no more stereo jackers. Nope. I'm fairly sure it's either a daily cooldown or it may even be a 1 hour long cooldown. So we'll just go back to mobile mic and just confirm that, well, just remind you where he is, and just to confirm that he won't straight away send us out because we've done the cooldown. And yeah, this is just the road leading off west from, well, southwest from Club Never Die. Just follow that loop around, the soul shakers will carry on around that loop, along with stereo jackers and Mulholland boys, and the haters of course, that you can form a sweet circle with. But be careful going too far down, you'll start running into level 28 tigers, and they do not mess about. As mentioned in previous video, the levels in Rocktropia are slightly different to levels in Calypso. So a level 28 tiger is probably close to a level 45 to 50 mob that you'd find in Calypso. So that's a very, very high one. So yeah, we'll dodge those lampposts, go back to Mobile Mike and Lieutenant Funk. Should be around here somewhere. I think I might have passed him actually. Nope, that's him right there. Now he is guarded by a whole bunch of electro dance machines that I'm intending on doing another vid for you very soon. This was just to show you the policeman, like the police aspect of Rocktropia, because these police calls, they trigger all around the place. The only one I know of is triggering the 11:25 20 soul shakers from here that will reset daily and give you 20 gold coins. And we'll just make sure, is he saying anything new? Nope. Ah, because he still wants me to kill stereo jackers, of course. And mobile mic, nothing different. So yeah, there's a little bit of something you can do on Rocktropia. You can become a policeman and become a boy in blue, and so long as you're a good boy in blue and don't kill cops while you're doing missions, then see where it leads. Because as I progress, I'll do further videos for you guys showing you what it's all about. And also with this little Antonio's bootleg busk, yeah, it's asked you to commit a crime. So you can be a bit of a dirty cop on the down low, but there's a fair few more stereo jackers I gotta kill for that. And to be quite frank, I have not found any gold bars on these mobs that they require you to kill. It's pretty standard sort of fare. Occasionally these bushweeds will sell exceedingly high markup, but as you can see, that's only 7 units, 0.007. So that explains the incredibly high markup. It's very tough to stack this stuff up, and it's not very much that people require. Yeah, a lot lower, and same deal. A lot higher, same deal. Stack it up enough though and it does sell. We have a couple of auctions here that I was quite surprised. Where are we at? That's expired. So these 3 expired, so the market doesn't want troll, vixen or zombie. But the nuclear sold at 4,800%. That's fairly good. It's turning 6 peck of value into 3 ped. That's minus auction fee, of course, of approximately 50 to 60 peck. And so that was nuclear. And demon and pop also sell. But yeah, troll, zombie and vixen I haven't had any luck on selling. So if you're interested in selling weed in Rocktropia, that was troll, vixen and pop. You do not want to try sell. And nuclear, oh no, pop does sell. Troll, vixen and demon you do not want to sell. Nuclear and pop do sell. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the couple of wee tips. If you're keen on more Entropia content, feel free to comment on what you want to see or subscribe for more. Otherwise, happy hoffing, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.